Hi everyone. Now let's discuss the today's what I have learned today in the practice session. I have a study today with Docker. If you know what is Docker, Docker is a you can say the software that packages or you can say containerize the application with its dependency in a unit which is called a container. In simple word, you can say that Docker is a containerization tool for containerize our application which has dependency to facilitate the different services such as uh, deploy an application in one command or you can say run it in one command instead of installing manually all the dependencies to run the an application. So that is an offer. Now let's see how it's work. In every section, we will cover the WHA, uh, first what, then how, then why. Let's discuss how Docker works. Basically, Docker has in the architecture of Docker. So there is three sections. One is Docker client, second one is Docker, you can say host, Docker host, and the last one is Docker registry. Now let's discuss one by one. What is this? Basically, Docker client is the interface or the command line interface where the user can interact with the Docker, uh, where we can command the Docker, which, for example, we can write Docker run to run the container, Docker build to build the image. Um, that's the Docker client. After the Docker client, suppose you have entered the command Docker run, then this command will be sent via REST API to the Docker host, which contain the uh, daemon and the host operating system and different functionality of the Docker, where daemon receive the request from the Docker client. After receiving it, first check the whether the image is created already created or not. If there is no image in the cache, then it will uh, pull the image from the Docker registry, that is our third part, where all the images are stored in the Docker Hub. Uh, you daemon pull the image. Basically, the image is created from the Docker file, which contains the basically Docker file is a text file which contains uh, the step-by-step procedures to build the Docker image. After pulling the Docker image, daemon build the Docker container using the uh, image. The image act as a blueprint. Using that blueprint, a Docker container is built. After building the container, then uh, the runs in command will be run by the Docker, which initialize the container to run. After running the runs in command, our final uh, result will be print on our terminal, that is successfully our application containerized, or if there is a will be port, it will display the server is running on the or listening on the upload 3000. That's how the Docker works. Now let's talk about why Docker. Uh, Without Docker, when there is a lot of like tools, we have say simply we have to manage all the dependency of an application manually. For example, suppose we have a project we have pushed on the GitHub. Suppose my friend want to clone that project. After cloning the project, we have to install all the dependency required to run the project or the application. Uh, and it, we have to configure all the environment required for the application for example, database configuration or JWT authentication configuration. It will takes a lot of time, or it may also create the compatibility issue with uh, their local system, or you can say their system support the particular uh, versions of packages or not. For solving uh, problem like that, uh, we use the Docker to containerize the whole application with the dependency. In one command, we can run or install or configure all the dependency required to run an application. That's why the Docker is used in these days. Um, so that's all about the Docker, how it, what is it, uh, how it works, and why we Docker use. Let me summarize what is we we can say Docker is the containerization tool which containerize our application with a dependency in a smaller unit which is called container. And how it works, basically when we command, for example, Docker build, it will send via REST API to the Docker host where the daemon pull the image from the Docker registry, that is from Docker Hub. After pulling the image, it will build the container using that image, and after building it, run the container. That's all about how it's work, uh, and why it was used. As I have discussed, it facilitated too easy to run an application without and manually configuring the dependency of a particular application, or we can uh, run or use an application without facing the issue of compatibility issues. That's all about the Docker. Thank you.